Everybody, hope you're doing well. Listen, I said it before, said again. It amazes me, and I understand representation. You hear these things like, oh my, we've got the first African American that's been able to hold this position. Oh my goodness, we've got a black man, we've got a black woman. You get to manage the store. The qualifications, do you know that 1 + 1 is 2? Everybody knows it, but you got a chance. Listen, said before, said again. Just because you see a person that looks like you in a position of power, please understand. Please understand. The person is there for a reason. They have been carefully vetted, and that person to be in that position, what? They've been checked out. They align themselves with the system, and they're going to protect it, go along with it. Clarence Thomas. This is one self-hating black man. I've been. That was Anita Hill. This man went against affirmative action. He grew up poor. Might be some kind of sharecropping thing going on. No, not that, but seriously, he grew up dirt poor. The same ladder, I will never forget with his confirmation. The same ladder that he used to climb his self-hating dusty butt up, he's the kind of want to take the ladder up with him, and now just me and the white folks. Yeah, that's how I see him. Just me and these white folks. So, Clarence Thomas, for him to vote against the Civil Rights Act, he wants to gut it to limit the voting rights of minorities, people that look like him. It's not surprising to me, not at all. It's just not.
A black man is so anti-black, you just feel like it's a setup.
Yes, that's Clarence Thomas.
Clarence Thomas, the longest-serving judge on the Supreme Court, and the one most committed to rolling back the very rights that allowed him to rise. And his wife, that's the kind of white woman that's every black woman's worst nightmare. But we'll get to her. So let's start at the beginning. Clarence Thomas was born in 1948 in Pinpoint, Georgia. Dirt poor and Jim Crow raised. He grew up speaking Gullah, was raised Catholic, went to seminary, and almost became a priest. But racism followed him everywhere until he flipped. And I don't mean flip the system. I mean flipped on us. By the time he reached Yale Law School, he started to resent affirmative action. Not the racism that made it necessary, but the fact that white folks assumed he didn't belong. Instead of challenging them, he decided to join them.
Yes, he was against affirmative action. That came up the same ladder that he used to get where he was. What did he want to do? Pull the ladder up and take it with him, keep everybody else down. See, these are the heavy conversations, the videos that may not get a lot of views, but I don't care, I'm going to say it anyway. We need to have. Worried about the wrong darn thing. I've been saying, because you say, oh, it's a black person in charge, and that person been vetted, and that person is going to align themselves with the system. Against affirmative action? He wouldn't have got there again. This man has seen things we haven't seen. He's seen, old as he is, the signs on the door saying black or colored, white only. He's seen that. We've seen it in a book. No, trust me, those old self-hating dust bucket eyes have seen it, I guarantee you, his age. And he was even questioned. I remember watching a video on that. He was even questioned by a white politician. So the same ladder that you used to pull up, you want to make sure, yes, nobody else can come up behind him. That's who he is. So when I say this here, we got this person in position, it don't mean jack to me. I just know that person has aligned themselves with the system, and they will promote it, and they're going to act accordingly. And that's what he's done. Even though he said this is one vote, no. The representation, the presentation means everything. And you want to get mad at me because I say, yes, in the community, and it can be a woman too, but a black man pretty much aligned with the Klan. That's what I see. Self-hating, very dangerous. You got a black president, okay, you got some symbolism, but what did you really get out of it? Or biracial president, rather. But yeah, this I definitely see him as what do you say? What did she say? That self-hating? Oh, definitely. No joke. Unbelievable.
Born in 1948 in Pinpoint, Georgia. Dirt poor and Jim Crow raised. He grew up speaking Gullah, was raised Catholic, went to seminary, and almost became a priest. But racism followed him everywhere until he flipped. And I don't mean flip the system, I mean flipped on us. By the time he reached Yale Law School, he started to resent affirmative action. Not the racism that made it necessary,
Yep.
but the fact that white folks assumed he didn't belong. Instead of challenging them, he decided to join them. And in the 1980s, he got cozy with the conservatives. Reagan appointed him to the EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. But instead of protecting black workers, this man gutted the very civil rights regulations that he was hired to enforce. Then George H.W. Bush made him, so you can't make this shit up. Then George H.W. Bush made him a Supreme Court justice in 1991. They call it replacing Thurgood Marshall, but
Nah.
he's no replacement. He took the seat.
And that's all he
And
did.
it all happened.
Keep telling you. Because you see a person, oh yeah, he look at it. Yeah, you got to get beyond that, symbolism. You got to get beyond the emotional type. We're not a monolith. But even just the basics to advance the group. The enemy within. Who needs the Klan when you got a self-hating black man? And that's all I gotta say. And I'm out. One more thing. I'm not out. Sorry. So the fact that he would vote to limit the voting rights of our community, it speaks volumes. The self-hatred is real. Talk about things never change, remain the same. They get worse with this when people like this in charge. You better believe it. When he looks in the mirror, I don't know what the hell he sees. He's blacker than me. Not that it matters. We come in all beautiful shades. But strip that title, bootlicking or whatever you want to call it. What do you see? A black man. First of all, that's the first thing they see. It makes me wonder, what do you see when I look in the mirror? I see a black woman. That's who I am. That's me. Hey. I'm wondering if he's seeing Peter Pan or my name is Brad. What do you see? One thing based on his actions, definitely self-hatred. Definitely self-hatred. It's loud. So I said before, said again. It kills me to hear people, oh, and they got the first black person. Yeah. That person is what? Heavily vetted. And they are aligned with the system and they're going to uphold it. They say nothing changed, they stay the same. Sometimes it can get worse. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.